careful. Be careful. It's getting fuzzy over here.
Someone play the March of the Waffen SS.
March of the Waffen. Let's talk to him. Let's see. I mean, he has something to say.
Hey, come over here talking to Mike.
Yeah.
Hey guys, where's Alex Jones?
He's not here yet.
He's not here yet?
No, but
Who can get in touch with him?
Anyway, wait. Let him talk. Let him talk.
Where's AFP? Are they here?
American Free Press.
Yeah?
Let's find out. Oh, I'm sorry.
Is anyone from American Free Press here? American Free Press, InfoWars. Is there a reporter in the house? Come on down. Sir, tell us who you are.
You're live streaming, by the way.
What?
Live streaming.
you don't know what that is.
My name is Walter Abbo.
Hold on, Walter. Walter Abbott?
Abbo. A-B-B-O.
Abbo. Walter Abbo.
Abbo.
And
Thank you, sir.
And were you in attendance at this meeting, sir?
No.
Oh.
No, I came to see, we've been harassed, me and my wife, specifically my wife, for about 22 years now. And this was a desperate move. I was hoping to talk to the security of Evelyn Rothschild, since he's the most powerful man on earth. And I wanted to beg him so that, somehow or another he'd get these people leave us alone. I'm a chiropractor. My wife's an ex-medical doctor. I'm an ex-chiropractor. And the medical industry destroyed and ruined our life. And they've been ruining it for 22 years. By the way, I went to AFP Max. I tried everything. I ran to the Michigan militia in 1995 because of their harassment. Their harassment's been going on since 1991, actually 1989, I'm sorry. And it's the medical industry doing it. And, I went to AFP, I ran to the Michigan militia. When they were there, I didn't talk to Alex Jones yet. I was hoping he'd be here. Do you know when he's coming?
No, he was supposed to be at 9 o'clock, but he never.
Yeah.
So why were you inside? How did you get in the cab and come out here?
Oh, I came from the airport. I got in the cab and I told them the hotel.
It was that easy.
You rock, man.
So how long? Wait. How long were you in there for?
Oh, they stopped us right over there. There was all security all around us and kept us waiting for about 15 minutes.
Did they ask who you were and what you were doing here?
No, they didn't even take my name. That's
What?
the stupid thing.
It's that easy. Let's get a cab.
Jeez.
We'll all get a cab.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Isn't that funny?
Did you go up to the actual entrance of the hotel itself?
You guys, for about 22 years, the medical industry, the kind of things that they did to us, I mean, they poisoned my wife with mercury 3 times, they poisoned her with lead 1 time. I mean, they destroyed and ruined our life for 22 years, okay? And I wrote to 30,000 churches. I mean, I've been active. It's just the last 5 years that I haven't been. And this was another desperate attempt right here, hoping that I could talk to security or whatever.
What were you going to do when you talked to him?
Well, I was going to say, look, I believe my 2 uncles lied about us, and they're destroying our life, and if he could help me. That's why, I'm desperate. They gave my wife, this is recently, about, I think 3 months ago, they gave her Margolin's disease. Anybody knows about
yeah.
that? Everybody heard
The
about that?
chemtrails.
Well, I don't know where it's from, or they
Some people don't
injected
know
her or
what
what,
that is.
but
Can you explain it?
they can make you, by the way, they could come in your house while you're asleep. They could gas you or somehow, or maybe shoot wavelengths at your brain and keep you asleep and inject things in you. They have all kind of tricks, and they've done everything to us.
Why do you think they started doing it to you?
I think my 2 uncles, they lied about me and my wife. And like I said, this isn't the first ever. I wrote to about 30,000 churches about 10 years ago. I kept writing to churches. It didn't work. Nothing worked. Like I told you, I ran the Michigan militia. I even went to the UN. The Michigan militia told me that, the UN this and that. So I went to the UN to complain about the U.S. So, I was an activist before you guys, some of you guys were born. So, anyway. It's about money. It's about money. The medical industry, it's all about money. And now I realize some things I didn't realize then. And that insurance pays for something because of research. And research is not accepted unless it's by a medical doctor or some kind of PhD, but mostly a medical doctor. So when I married, not knowing, okay, what is going to happen, when I married a medical doctor, they saw that I could possibly use her license to do all kinds of things against them. I didn't. So this is what's going on.
So did you recognize any other faces while you were in there?
No, they were all security.
Just security, so you never even got a chance to get in, okay.
Yeah.
What kind of research was your wife doing? Or
She wasn't doing any research. I'm just saying you have to look at it from their point of view.
have you done any research?
No.
Okay.
I used to be a chiropractor. I stopped 20 years ago.
Sure.
Because I think they were trying to do things to get my license taken. And I stopped before I would do something wrong. They've done everything to us, and they continue hounding us. How many of you guys heard of gang stalking?
Yeah.
I've never heard of.
You've never heard of gang? This is a team of 20 or 30 people, all professionals. One can probably have the knowledge to get into your house through windows, the other through hacking, computer hacking.
Scientology does it.
Really?
Yeah.
How did you get singled out amongst your practice?
I'm sorry?
Like were you singled out amongst your practice of other doctors?
Yeah, of course.
What
Well,
reasons?
it was my wife. It wasn't me as much.
So was she raising questions?
I'm originally from Iraq. Okay, I was born in Iraq. Okay, Christian, born in Iraq. I went, and married a medical doctor and came back. She was an Iraqi also. And the minute we came to the United States, the harassment started, and they played with her test. She never passed, and they broke her as a person. And now we have to have somebody in the house the whole time. And for years, she's been stuck in the house. We haven't seen a movie together. We haven't seen anything together. We haven't been out to eat together. She's always in the house, the poor kid. And she's a very, very good kid. She's really a good person.
When did she come to the U.S.? What year?
1989, we came. Well, she came.
Do you have any evidence of being gang stalked?
I sent IFP a disc that had my story and had some pictures, There was time. See, the thing is, it's all stealth. They keep it stealth.
It's hard to, but
Yeah.
Who'd you send that to?
AFP, I don't remember the person. But I sent it to every news network in the world.
Nobody got back to you?
I sent it to newspapers. No, the media's with them. The same people that own the drug companies are the same people that own the media. Anyway, so I guess, when is Alex coming here, do you know?
Well, Luke is going to be here within the hour, and Luke tends to show up.
Who?
Alex Jones does.
I'm
Luke
sorry.
Radowski.
Luke Radowski.
I don't know.
He's a reporter.
Oh, from New York?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Detail
around
some
for
of
an
the
hour
things
or
they
two.
did to you.
Oh my God.
Things you didn't
This has
think
been.
of. What was that
this has been
question?
22 years. They started. I started from the start. The main things. They started playing with my wife's grades with her ECFMG, so that she doesn't pass. Then I quit my chiropractic. I went to Chicago. I started driving a taxi, hoping that they'd leave her alone, leave us alone. I didn't know what was going on at the time. Then when I went through a computer school, I tried to switch employment so that maybe they'll leave us alone. When we went to Florida, they blacklisted us and we went homeless. We were literally in a homeless shelter for a year. Then we came back. Countless of times they came in our apartments. Now we live in fear because they poisoned her with mercury 3 times. They put things in the refrigerator. I think the first time, this was so long ago that, and so much has happened, we live in fear, we live in hell. They do things to my car sometimes. They do all kind of things. We lock everything.
How did they poison your wife with the mercury?
The first time it was with I think, a Pepsi bottle. What happened, she went downstairs to pay room for the hotel, and then she came back and she drank it, and she had problems. Oh, by the way, she got pregnant 3 times, and each time it falls, you know, the baby
Miscarries.
falls the first month. That's another sign of mercury poisoning.
Was she being targeted while she was still in Iraq, or it was just after you left?
I'm sorry?
Was she targeted while she was still in Iraq? Or
Not
was
only
it...
that, she tried, you know, not because of me. She went to visit her mom when Saddam fell. Her mom talked her into divorcing me. I tried to save my marriage. 5 times I would turn her around and not divorce me, and 5 times her mom would turn it back. So I left her. They started harassing her there. And finally, a year and a half, divorce didn't go anywhere because I wasn't in Iraq. I couldn't be served. And she came back to me, and then they started harassing her here. You know, it's a long, long story, and it's been 22 years. That's, you know, this is why I was hoping he would talk to me.
Real quick, to go back to the Pepsi incident, I'm just curious.
Yeah.
So after she drank it, she started to feel ill, and then you guys got the Pepsi tested? How would you know there was mercury in it?
Oh, all kind of things we got tested. Everything comes out negative. They put ticks in our apartment for approximately 6 months. I have pictures of, you know, like my whole body boils and stuff. And we found the whole family that they were putting the ticks into. Like, we would clean it up, you know. There's some things that they call, you know, like tick bombs. They just spray everything all over the place and kill all the ticks.
Yeah.
It's not healthy for you, but we did many of those, and each time we do it, you know, a few days later, all of a sudden at 2 o'clock in the morning, they'd be ticks biting us. We have all kind of pictures, everything.
Do you have a website?
No website. I'm barely getting by.
Where are you staying now? What town you live
We're
in?
in Chicago.
Chicago?
I'm a
Okay.
taxi driver in Chicago,
Okay.
and this is what's going on.
Did you bring any of those pictures with you?
No, I didn't think I was going to do this. But that's what happened.
Something I'm wondering is why wasn't it seen from you guys out?
You know, I think, okay, I know my uncles lied about each other in Iraq so that they'd be capital punishment against each other. So they have those kind of lies. When they lie, it's a kind of lie to ruin you. So I don't know what they said, but they ruined us. Okay, this is what's going on.
So going back to the Pepsi incident, where did she get the Pepsi?
Well, Pepsi was in the refrigerator.
The refrigerator at your residence?
Yeah, well, we were in a hotel room at the time.
So I mean, you
What
bought it at
happened
the
was,
grocery store.
you know, what?
Did you buy it at the grocery store?
Not on our side. He's a globalist.
Yeah,
He's working for these people.
I mean, yeah.
He's repeatedly called for global government.
Anyway,
What was your name again, sir?
Walter Abbo, A-B-B-O. Yeah.
Walter Abbo, A-B-B-O.
All right.
Thank you for sharing this.
Oh, you're welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, what? Alex didn't tell you what time it is?